Hi guys, welcome to Tie-In. It's Mary Jane,
And I'm Starlight.
and today's episode we'll be really getting into our abundant energy, saying what is richness to us, what is luxury to us in our lives, and how we incorporate that within our daily routine. I get everything I want. I get everything I want.
I get everything I want. I get everything I want. I have 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 everything I want.
I have everything I want. Everything I want. Everything I want. And I have everything. That's what we're getting into today.
What's a point that you feel like needs to be known whenever it comes to what it means to be rich and abundant?
I feel like you really need to, when it comes to being rich and abundant, you really have to be confident in your decision to be abundant. Because a lot of times people get, and I'm one of them, we get indecisive about our decisions, and we don't always trust what it is that we want, or we're like, oh, we're too small for it, like that thing is so big, like we can't even reach it. And it's like, no, the reason why you have those dreams and you have those envisions is because it's destined for you, it's made for you. So I feel like you really have to be one in embodying that energy truly, and being present when you're embodying that energy. Because when you're being indecisive and you're going back and forth with your fear or doubt, it just clouds all the possibilities and limits the possibilities that the universe has for you. All you have to do is relax and surrender and let go, and literally allow everything to flow.
Like it's not always easy to remain confident in that energy level because living in America, at least in my experience, you're not used to that. You're not raised that way. You're not conditioned. And this obviously is my own experience. I know some people probably, they got it like that. They don't, because, and they in that mindset. So it just kind of flows automatically for them. Being consistent in that energy I feel like that's where I've also reached like my blockages with my abundance and things like that. And forgetting who I am.
Right.
Because our energy is priceless. It is priceless, and nothing can amount to that. Not 100 billion, trillion, million, gazillion dollars can amount to who I am inside. And you can't put a label on your energy. So connecting with that and holding on to it is very important, because whenever whenever you take a look at your drawings or your artwork and you say, oh my gosh, like this should be better, this should be that, appreciate yourself. You just took the time to do something you love, and if it makes you feel good, then you need to continue that. And that's what being rich is. Having a rich and fulfilling life is not the materialistic things that you have, and yeah, it's nice. It's nice to just be able to go out and do whatever you want and have the things that you want, and you will. You first need to allow that energy into your life, regardless of whatever stepping stone you are on. You need to tell your 3D world what it is and what it ain't. I am rich, I am abundant, I am wealthy, I am healthy, I am happy, and nobody can take these things away from me because it's our birthright. And I know that's something that a lot of people just like to say, but genuinely embody that. You were born to be abundant. You were born to have these riches and experiences. That's what life is about. So don't let another person's standard or what being rich to them affect how you live your life, and don't, appreciate the riches that you have in your life, because we take a lot of things for granted, and it'll be gone in the blink of an eye eventually. That's why we need to appreciate it, and that's how we create more. Showing that gratitude and showing up for ourselves. I do believe you have to, I'm not saying work hard, but you have to have merit. You have to have that drive and that willing to be consistent, because you can be motivated for a week and then the next week it's a whole nother story, like you back on the, you know, draining energy, just working out Walmart, fighting for your life to stay alive. But you can't forget what you're working towards. If you're not working towards anything, then don't worry about it. And that's your choice.
That was beautiful.
I'm for real.
I know. In what ways do you feel that you embody that daily? Like, in like when you're, how do you stay present in that?
I gotta think about this. I really want to answer wholeheartedly instead of just trying to spew some stuff out that sounds nice. I really want to think about how I stay present in my abundant and rich energy. I know one thing that I do, I journal. And I acknowledge what I have. Even if I'm venting to myself in my journal and I'm like, oh my God, like this is happening, X, Y, and Z, I never allow that to turn me away from my faith. I have to remind myself the laws of the universe, which includes physics. I'm not a physics person like that, but the universe works in mysterious ways. Yeah. And whenever you're on rock bottom and you're going through what you're going through and you leave that job and you don't know why you left, you're sitting there in this state of confusion and like worry that, oh my God, like I have this coming up. But the thing is, most of the time for me, whenever I'm going through situations like that, like, yeah, I'll cry. Yeah, I have to process it. And feeling your feelings is a lot. That's a part of being present in your abundance because it's not always going to feel good.
Right. It's not. And that's what's like scary sometimes. But it's like you got to let that liberate you and say, you know what? Like, I don't choose to feel this way.
Succumb to this. Right. Yes, you have to trust that regardless of your situation, you feel those feelings, you talk about it, you vent to whoever or write it out, but still remain grateful for what you have. Yeah. You don't even have to sit there and think. I know a lot of people be like, oh, well, I know somebody's got it worse. That shit don't make me feel better. Right. Just be grateful for what you have and what you're working towards and your goals in life. That's why it's important to know who you are and know what your passions are and know what you want to do, because it's easy to be someone else whenever you don't remember.
To those who don't feel like themselves, because I know there's people out there that maybe had difficulty with that. I had difficulty with that, so I understand. My advice to y'all would be to really take the chance to move forward with grace through those difficult times and those difficult moments, because I know how it felt to not know who you were know who I was, and it felt empty and it felt very confusing because I never felt like that when I was younger. Like, I remember even...
None of us feel like that when we're younger.
Like, no.
That's not something you...
Not even, like, in high school at one point, I think I was in, like, the 10th grade. I had, like, girl, I would be on the bus by myself taking pictures. People looking at me and I'm like, I don't care, like... And I just felt so in my element, and I was just like, what happened? Like, but I'm getting that back now, but the thing is, I'm allowing it to be something new and fresh. Like, it doesn't have to be how I always imagined it. Like, I think I had that limited belief that it had to always be like this. Like, you know, and it's like my cure-all, but it's like, we're always going to go through things, and we're always going to transition, we're always going to change, and what I want is going to change. And that's the thing about being abundant too. You have to be able to adapt. You have to be able to be in flow with the universe and be one with the unknown, because you're really in the unknown every fucking day of your motherfucking life. Really.
Even whenever you work that full-time job, going hard, trying to grind. Yeah. This whole grinding lifestyle is not for me. No. I don't grind. I flow with the river. But at the end of the day, for example, think about when COVID hit. Mm-hmm. A lot of people were out of work. Yeah. Nobody's seen that coming. No. That threw a lot of people off, and a lot of people weren't able to adapt in that situation. A lot of people got set back and pushed behind because they allowed that stability to be taken away from them, whenever we should be stable in so many other ways. Like, We can't keep relying on outside forces whenever we are source for everything. We are source.
We are.
The abundance and riches, you're scaring, it's like you're scaring the hoes, bro.
Right.
You're scaring the money away.
Literally, oh my God.
Because you can't.
And scared money really don't make money, y'all. I had this first-hand experience. I know. And I'm like, when I told myself after all of that, like, I'm not scared of nothing no more. I don't care. Like, there's nothing to be afraid of.
That's what I was just about to say. There's nothing to be afraid of. Stop doubting yourself and hold yourself at a higher standard. Know your worth.
Exactly.
What's the worst that could happen? Exactly. We're not worried about what's the worst that can happen. We're thinking the best.
That can happen. Exactly.
What is the best outcome and scenario that could happen? Because that's what we're moving towards. If you haven't failed in life, then you're not doing it right. If you haven't fell flat on your face trying to take that leap of faith, then you're not doing it right. You're not doing anything.
Right.
You have to take that jump into the void if you want to really upgrade and be able to live a lifestyle that you want and appreciate the things that you have. And once you become grateful, there's just so much more. Like, you just see it everywhere. It just multiplies like tenfold. You just see all these other things in your life that you are so grateful for, like your family, your relationships that you have with people, even the material thing. Girl, I got scared. Even the material things that you have, like, you realize how many possessions you have. Girl, I've really been grateful, like just showing my gratitude to everything that I have physically now. Like, bro, going from this apartment being dead empty and all I had was this plant in my living room to having a rug, a couch, a TV. I don't even watch TV like that. Like, but I have more than everything that I need now, and it's just crazy how you have to accept it.
Yeah.
You just have to accept these things.
Yeah.
What are some ways that you stay present or even enhance the energy that you feel being rich and abundant?
Some ways I enhance. I like herbal medicine. Y'all know this is Mary Jane, so I do that. And I feel like dancing now for me has become something.
Yeah, we've definitely been
like,
getting into it with the flows.
Get into it, to be in flow and really embody that and embrace it. Really embrace it, truly. And also just release what is not mine, what no longer serves me. Some ways that I stay present in that: yoga for sure.
Yeah.
Yoga has become my thing. Journaling used to be my thing. I still journal, but not as much, because I used to just write everything down, like you said, everything that you're just going through, and but now I'm using more for like focus. Like, I focus on my intentions. Like, recently I've been writing my intentions daily. So also with YouTube, I use YouTube as a tool. I like to use it to that and TikTok to really focus my algorithm on things that, like, different people that I can connect with and relate to in their experiences, because I'm realizing that I want to connect more, and I feel like that's a way to, even though I don't know them and I haven't like talked to them yet, but I feel like it's a possibility. Like, I feel like YouTube is a way to connect with other people and really.
That's what social media is literally for.
Yeah, that's
though.
what it is for.
People don't use it like that sometimes.
Yeah.
It can feel silly at first, taking that leap of faith and putting yourself out there, but you just got to get comfortable with it. Like, this is what, I'm not saying follow what everyone's doing, but literally everyone is doing it. Like, there's so many influencers and people just sharing their experiences, sharing their interests. That's literally what an influencer is. They literally just get paid to do things that they like and show off stuff and have that lifestyle because they already have it.
And did you watch like other influencers like in the past? I don't know any like names right now, but like, I would watch beauty gurus, like, RCL Beauty. I think her name is Saray now, but it was Crazy Ray Ray. Like, I used to watch different influencers, and I think that's what inspires me now to do that. And I've been wanting to do that. I've been wanting to do this for a minute, like, just for a long time. And it's really, I really am being present in becoming or being who it is that I want to be truly, and doing what it is that I want to do, like, fully and with love, really. And it's probably just a ladybug. It was a ladybug.
Oh, it must have touched me because I'm looking around trying to make sure they ain't coming, boy. And this leaf keep touching my head. I'm like, am I tripping? Golly, man. Man.
But yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, I feel like the stuff the media I intake's been different. Like, anytime I was watching a YouTuber or listening to a podcast, it's always somebody else playing it. I don't have anybody that I'm like, I follow people on Instagram.
Yeah.
Now I got people on Instagram where I be like, okay, like, yeah, I like you, you're my vibe, like, but I don't know. I feel like it's just ironic. I don't even like listening to podcasts, but we have our own.
I mean, why don't you like listening to podcasts?
It's boring.
You think, I mean, you haven't found one that's like your vibe,
I haven't tried to. I don't like listening to podcasts.
Oh, okay.
I don't like listening to podcasts. Like, I feel like I've definitely started watching more YouTube creators and stuff like that. But if I'm watching a YouTube video, like it's for a reason. It's to learn something or to grow in some aspect or way. Like, I'm not just watching a video for fun. I make videos for fun.
Yeah.
I make the podcast for fun. And as a creative outlet, never been much of a
And that's why I like
fan.
the YouTube too, because like you said, like, you can we watch our frequencies, we be on our
That's what I be.
subliminals.
Girl,
I'm making my subliminals.
I be listening to music,
Period.
listening to subliminals, affirmations,
Yeah.
and playing rain noise.
Just know that you matter, and that you're on this planet for a reason, and that your existence is here for a reason, and that you are gifted, you are blessed, and we love you guys.
We love you. Don't limit yourselves to shrink. Don't shrink. If your circle and the energy around you is not making you shine brighter, then you need to switch up where you're at, because we are all capable of amazing and great things. And don't be afraid of that. Embrace it.
I think that is the end of this episode 3.
Hey, episode 3. Gonna be uploaded soon. If you're new to this channel, go ahead and check out our YouTube channel. Check out our podcast on Spotify. That way you can check out the other 2 episodes, Adulting Sucks and How School and Work Affect Our Mental Health. Thanks for joining us. If you've made it this far, leave a like, comment, subscribe, whatever you feel like to support us. If you feel like you got some knowledge from this video. And we are going to be doing shout outs for small businesses or accounts that have a passion. So if you are passionate about something and want to reach out and connect, go ahead and hit up our Instagram, comment on the video, and say, hey, I want to know how I can be eligible for a shout out, and we will get you the information for that, okay?
All right. And thank you guys for tapping in with Ty-In. We'll see y'all in the next episode.
Bye.